No, I ain't. I'm gonna be over there in the little boom.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really do appreciate it. For starters, would you mind just giving us your name and telling us a little bit about the work that you do?
Hi, my name's Shamira Williams. I'm the owner of Productivity LLC. We work to help in, I'm gonna need this to roll back, because if it's not a roll back, it's a, you ain't told me, you said my first question was gonna be, what's the most influential book out?
After the introduction, it's going to be what's the most influential book.
I can't handle this. This is not going to work.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Please don't get this wrong. Turn this off. I'm going to see this on a blooper reel one day, like on YouTube. Like, yo, did y'all see Shamira Williams just sitting up there?
We're not on YouTube.
Okay, anyways.
All right.
Hi, my name's Shamira Williams. I'm the owner of Productivity LLC. We work to... Yeah, I'm still one.
Okay, all right. Just hold on. You good? You want to get you?
I just know that that's there, and so like I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
You good? You good?
Third time's always the charm.
What you say?
Third time's always the charm.
Let's just start from the top. I know what you do, but I just want you to put it out there. So just pretend like you're telling it to me for the first time. Just pretend like you're telling me what you do.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really do appreciate it. Would you mind giving us your name and telling us a little bit about the work that you do?
Hi, my name's Shamira Williams, and I work as a technology integrationist for Productivity LLC. We work to implement technology communications into organizations to help them work better. That's not how that was supposed to go. I got to do that over.
So you don't want to use that word
Nope.
better? Okay.
I don't like that.
More efficient?
No, I just switched it around because I got off.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really do appreciate it. Would you mind just starting off by telling us your name and a little bit about the work that you do?
Hi, my name's Shamira Williams. I'm the owner of Productivity LLC. We implement technology tools to help organizations communicate and collaborate better. In addition, we own a STEM-based after-school program.
Thank you so much for that information. What's the most influential book that you have read and why?
I would say Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell. And because I was told that I'm a perfectionist, which I don't believe, I think I just have a standard of things that I like to do,
Yes.
but it allowed me to think about failing in a whole nother perspective, as failing is a road to success instead of failing is where you stop at. Failing is just a marker saying that you're actually trying,
Yes.
and to learn from which you have made mistakes on and move forward to success.
Wow. Thank you so much for that information. In reference to your hopes and dreams for the communities that we serve, what are your hopes and dreams, and how does the work that you do influence that?
Well, I hope that we move people from being technology consumers to technology producers. Through our after-school program, Tech Start, we work with young children to provide them with access to hands-on activities in order to help them stimulate an interest in technology education or STEM-based careers. In addition, we work with organizations in order to help them implement technologies into their organizations in order to help them move forward. So I'm hoping to be a digital divide eliminator.
Wow. In reference to the younger generation, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind once you're all done?
I would like to be known as an innovator, educator, and economic stimulator of STEM-based activities.
Economic stimulator. I love that. I love that. For someone that's interested in starting their own business, what type of advice would you give them?
Be disciplined. Be willing to take the risk and take that little idea in your head and run with it like crazy. You may fail and stumble upon. There may be people who are cheering you on the way, and there may be people where you get and there's no one around. Keep pushing. At the end of the line, there's always somebody who wants to sing your praise.
Yes, yes. In reference to capital, how much capital did you have, or how did you get capital to start your business, or did you have capital?
I didn't have any capital. I had left my job and I was getting unemployment, but I knew I couldn't go back to another company, so I did some freelance work. for a year or two. And after that, I actually stopped driving my car for 3 years so that I didn't have to pay the expenses on my car or car notes because it was already paid off and things like that. I've had no cable for the last 3 years. So I just saved. I sacrificed things that were not necessary in order to be able to have the money to invest in my companies.
Wow, sacrifice to build on what you believe in.
Sacrifice. That's the only way. If you're a woman and you can't go a year without getting your hair done, try that. Try a year without getting your hair done. That's a lot of money to be able to save in order to start your own business. Or maybe it's your nails because maybe you feel like. But one of those nice luxuries. I also love designer bags. I haven't bought a designer bag in some time.
And sometime we'll leave it at that. Sometime we'll just leave it at that. Thank you so much for sharing that information. What type of marketing strategies do you use to attract new customers?
I'm probably more so of a speaker. I'm known throughout the community for the skills that I have in technology.
Yes.
So I don't actually have a formal marketing plan. I get a lot of word of mouth and referrals from just people knowing that I know about technology. I speak on a lot of panels and do speaking engagements in the community so that people know that I know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I've been told that it's called professional marketing when you're known in your profession and you don't necessarily do paper marketing or things like that. That's as far as my marketing standpoint goes.
Yes. How would you assess the current state of your business today?
My business is in a pivotal growth standpoint. So I no longer teach preschool, which I once did, but I taught it at my mom's site because I was her administrator also. Since walking away from the preschool classroom, my technology integration firm has opened wide open. In addition, I've been asked to become a speaker on exemplary use of technology within early childhood. So right now, and I've been doing a lot of speaking.
Congratulations.
And a lot of technology integration.
Yes.
But we're at a pivotal point. So we're at a point where we have the ability and capacity to take off to the next level. But if I go too fast, I will. Instead of having a solid foundation to build upon, I'll have a great ride up and a hard fall down. So right now it's about being patient, building relationships, and maintaining the stability of what I do as far as quality versus quantity.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. In reference to Bernard Alexander, would you mind speaking about his work?
So, I meet with Bernard Alexander at least 3 times a year. We always meet in December to talk about our goals for the next upcoming year. And he always gives me prime advice about things that I need to do. Just because we monitor each other and what we're doing and we kind of run in the same circles, he's always giving me advice about expanding and doing other things. One thing he gave me 2 years ago was get out from behind the screen. Like, everybody knows that you're good at technology, but nobody actually knows who you are. And so for the last 18 months, I have been getting out from behind the screen. And the funny thing is that I've actually met people in person that I've talked to through on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just tell you about it on Facebook. I'll send you a message on Facebook. And they're like, I don't know you. And I'm like, I'm Shamira Williams. And they're like, that's what you look like? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I look like. So, he's always told me, get from behind the screen. Make sure you're positioning yourself with the right people and building relationships with people online as well as offline. Absolutely. It's not just about online. I met Bernard online by happenstance, and we have just built this unique networking relationship to do things together and talk about social media and technology, him from a marketing and business standpoint and me from more of a technical standpoint. I recommend him often to people to say, if you need a social media campaign, you should call Bernard. I'm more of a technology integrationist. I can give you the tools and help you implement those. But as far as getting people to engage and have a conversation and dialogue around things like that, he is extremely excellent. I don't think extremely excellent is the proper dialect, but he's excellent at that.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for the great work that you're doing. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
I know that Will is excellent at his job, so he's going to